edition of Just Being Us. It's me and my friends once in a week. Allowed to be ourselves, tell you the stories that you never get to hear us say when you see us on television, you hear us on radio, you see stories about us. But today, we get the opportunity, at least once a week, and it's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. with me, MzGee, my friends. We are just allowed to be ourselves. On this show, we all are being us. There's actually not a host like that, because we are all going to be sharing our experiences. So, just as we want to tell you the truth about every experience we've had, we decided to also make a pledge first. So, I promise that I'm going to just be me.
Yes, so Rasta, we promise to be me.
Okay, so that's media personality, KwameB all the way from the EIB group, Kasaka 102.5. He's on Diulemo. Today he's not allowed to do his lame. He has to be himself. Yeah. And just being us. All right, madam. Mr. Manoding, that the whole Ghana, I give it to you. I'm done away. This morning I saw her fighting, you know, and now she said she was fighting over her hairstyle. Now
I know.
She said, she started.
Like, I know my head is already small. Like, don't need to remind me.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
She said she can talk for Africa, and tonight she's going to be allowed to be herself. So take your pledge.
I promise to hold the truth in high esteem.
Hey, I heard it one for us. Truth and brand and all of our fathers.
And I pledge myself with all things
to uphold and defend
the good name of this show.
Hey,
and our reality.
So help us God. And now let's toast to that. This is to just being us.
Okay.
All right. So. You don't want to guess what we are drinking, but welcome to Just Being Us once again. This is as Just Being Us. TV and the crowd. That's the problem. So we are interactive. We are live on MzGee Ghana on YouTube, MzGee GH on Facebook, and I am MzGee. Those people who are watching on Instagram, you had all the free show, all the behind the scenes, and all that has been happening. You already experienced that, so just send us your messages. So I'm going to start with something that is unofficial because it was not part of the lineup. But it's been trending because this show is all about social topical issues, things that you and your girls and your boys will talk about in your bedrooms when you're having a drink and all of that. We want to tell you how we also feel about these things. So today on the trends, two topical things have been on the trend. One is the budgets, which has been read yet. You know that they read budgets.
Yes, I heard about it. I didn't pay attention to details.
Oh, did you know?
I know, because I'm working with but I actually didn't pay attention.
Oh, and see,
it doesn't change our life in any way. Petrol prices are still rising. So what's the point? Like,
oh, but they say now won't pay road tools.
Sure.
Or it doesn't affect you anyway.
That
one is true because I've seen some Momo levy taxes or whatever it is. So it looks like it's going somewhere. But
somebody sent me this one from those you like betting a lot, right?
Oh, what do I bet?
Okay, I think that there's going to be some. Somebody tagged me somewhere and said, hey, those who like betting, you're going to pay for that.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's all good.
It's all good for you.
Oh.
Okay, so we talked about that's just passing by. But another one that was so surprising is the video's trend. You know, I know you'd be so interested. I've been asking myself which of my friends can I even call and say, Charlie, but maybe you know, $1,000. Not to talk of the video asking his friends, he said, oh.
So he just sent a broadcast message.
He just said that he wanted people to dash him money. That he says he belongs to 30 billion gang. And Charlie, it's been overwhelming. I think he's got about 100 million so far.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm saying, do I have the right friends?
Yes. If you do, you're going to get more than that. I'm very sure. Which you have. What do you make of it?
I think human beings and Kasala, we are in Let's say we're a bunch of friends. We're like 5 of us. And then there is one rich kid among us. When it's that rich kid's birthday, we all kill ourselves to get them something special, even though we know they do not need it.
That's true.
Our friends that actually need it, you think everybody that sends the video money doesn't have a friend that actually needs them?
That's what people have been saying.
It's true. It's like they just will probably want to be in his good books, or for the video to say, oh, this guy actually sent me money. Like, hey,
yeah, but one part of the story too will be the fact that birds of the same feather will play together. So
most of Nadam will be this crash, so it will be easy. Say, Miska, don't be what Nadam will follow, so he said that Miska. Oh, so especially you, because you're on the same level. But also, that's just what I saw today on social media. Let's go to the conversation that we want to have today. You know, one of the things I've seen, and like I said, everybody can speak their mind and also ask questions. But one of the things I saw over the weeks and got me really thinking is the issue about, you know, news, sex tapes, and everybody's talking about it. Somebody's tape was leaked. It's not like it's the first time we are hearing it, but it was so topical, and I'm like, aren't we being hypocritical about this issue? You know, because, you know, and let me first share my experience before you share yours. Okay. Or should you share yours before I share mine?
No, go ahead.
No, I've been talking all the while. So
no, you do.
So that you're comfortable. So I'll tell somebody that, you know what happened actually? Some years ago, and this is not me as a teenager, because I'm not sure I said having sex as a teenager. I was in my 20s, and probably maybe my late 20s, getting to my 30s, and I was dating someone, and this is me who is not naive. So this guy was like, oh, shall I do way being shit, what you will look like, and comfortably, and this is me being very serious. And if you watch it, you know that I'm talking about him. So comfortably, we all went and we videoed the thing. So like I said, I miss Mr. Step here, baby. So we videoed the thing and we finished and we watched it. And I'm like, what is this yucky thing I'm watching?
I know it.
And yeah. There's nothing nice about it. There's nothing nice about it. So you know what I did? Then he said, oh, medility. And much as I felt that he had deleted, there was some part of me that said,
go into it and check it again.
Not go into it and check it again. Do you know what I did? No. I formatted the guy's phone straight to factory setting because my heart was not at peace. That even though he said he had deleted it, I felt that, you know, at that time also, I didn't think I knew that there were some phones that will allow 15 days before it finally goes off the phone. So even when you delete it, somewhere hiding. I just said, oh, okay, my mutual phone. And the guy gave me his phone, and I formatted to factory setting. So I'm like, why are we being so judgmental and very, very hypocritical about these things? Because this is me. I'm watching the videos and say, hey, MzGee sexy baby, and it was just me and my partner saying that. Indeed. But you as a man, sometimes you men who ask us to do these things.
Yes. I've done that before as well.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, no, but not yours. Yours is too promiscuous. Okay, you know what? I have like taken such pictures before, like take a picture of myself and send to somebody.
Of your D.
Same way.
Of your what?
I've also.
You took a picture of your what?
You said like the thing.
Why you said you would be yourself. So
yes, but
so you took a picture of you.
I've done that. Take a picture of my manhood before. And same way, I've also requested for that before from some other women, but it's in the past.
It's in the past, like you're not going to do it. It's in the past, like you won't do it again.
Oh, for now, I don't think I'll do it again. Because as you know, now we understand the phone very well. We know that you can even hide things on the phone and all that. So later, you can come out and it's going to be something you don't like. So now I wouldn't do it. But I've done it in the past before. So most of the time, I don't want to pretend that, oh, we are the best ones and the generation now, they are not doing the best. That's not the right thing. Let me tell you a little story about one of my friends. I'm not going to mention his name. He was telling me that today the kids are spoiled. And saying blah, blah, blah. Look at kids twerking and all that. But this same friend told me that his father was a headmaster. And when there was this Liberian war, there were a lot of Liberians who came to their school and he had the opportunity to have sex with a lot of them that time. He was in the secondary school. Because you did not video yourself, you think that today, yes, but he is saying today kids are spoiled. While you are even worse than them, you understand? So I believe that yes, we should not pretend as if we've not done it before. Most of us have done it. I mean, and then one said, Minister of Defense, change your style. Yeah, I mean, you be that. So yeah.
But the one I want to know, the one you sent to the lady, did you send with your face?
No, that's one I saw it tactical. So you send without your face.
So from your chest area.
Yes.
But that one, I still don't think there's anything wrong with it.
There is a lot.
Nobody knows it's you. or people know
That is when
they sample your
or the one that has been there before will know, oh, this is my thing.
you know.
Oh, very
you know?
few people have been there. But the point is that you see, the thing is, when even the person will come out with evidence that this is your child and that, then you begin to feel that, okay, this is me, and it will affect you. Yeah, so it's not advisable to do it though, but people have done it before, and some of us have done it before. I mean,
now you've listened to all of us. Don't, your husband is watching. Don't come and be restricted.
I actually did it with him.
Hey!
I'm very married then. We're not married then. We're just dating. And then we decided to try it. And like you said, we should be handed baby. I'm doing. We put on go down too. Right? I don't know why. I'm going baby because it was terrible. Like nah. I don't know how they get it. I think with the porno and everything, it's like professional photography and then videography.
They have
like
proper
they give you angles. Oh, to your face as small, your wig is somewhere like
with the lighting system to do.
Ain't no food. I'm just saying.
No, but sincerely, when you hear these things, you also say, hey, Charlie, I could have been a victim. It could have happened to me as well. And so let nobody just be playing holier than thou about things like this.
MzGee, if you know me, then you know that I am the last person to be holier than thou. Because I have this policy that the fact that you sing differently from somebody doesn't make you sing better. Hellfire is for everybody. Like, I mean, they have not divided the dungeons. It's you. That is somebody's whatever. I also have mine. Like you said, we're not angels. It will surprise people that I think that celebrities have more skeletons in their cupboards and do more crazy stuff than the normal guy. Like they actually do worse.
Isn't that we are also afraid that people will bash us, so people are not ready to open up, to tell people that, oh look, I've been in your shoes before and I know what it feels like, and so you might grow out of it.
The thing is that you're saying this right now, but apart from telling us today, have you told us?
I never had the opportunity to speak about it. But there are people who have the opportunity and pretend that nothing like that has ever
because
happened.
those people don't live their truth in this. If you know me, you know that what you see is what you get. There is nothing hidden anywhere. And I am one person that could easily tell someone that, look, I have done this. I say those things, so when you bring it out, I said it first. Like, I don't care. Why shouldn't you? There's those who act all holier than I don't think if tomorrow my sex tape comes out, it will be no, it won't. No, hey, bruh, never know. You see, I don't think it will be so much of a shock as compared to maybe if it was you.
Oh, me, some is my family.
No, you don't understand. Like the way you carry yourself.
Oh, baby, they don't. I'm sure they say maybe
people think you are like who? I bet when somebody said that.
I'm sure you said that.
Yeah, but let's go with that too.
No, please. You're so bad that
expecting.
He doesn't have.
And I don't even have. I don't have one either.
But somebody would think that somebody like you should have.
But I can never ever.
Right.
It's so painful. Like I hear stories like people literally have to drink before they pierce you with pins.
I
wicked can you?
That's true. But it's quite painful. And I wonder how people are addicted to this. Like they go once, twice, and then I'm never going to go again. No. I did it for a purpose, and I'm done that purpose. So I don't think I want to ever try it again. Maybe people like you want to try.
Oh, yeah, so for me, the reason why I don't have is that I'm too dark. I don't want you to say, Charlie. Yeah, so I don't want to, force you too much.
But also, another thing that people fear to do these days, even as you're married, I don't know why this man is. They always ask women why they are not getting married. So let me take the opportunity to ask you. I don't know why you are not getting married.
Well, expired
when people ask us, what do you prefer?
I've never asked anybody. I think that it's a free will. We don't have to force people to get married. That's not right.
So you never asked any man when you get married?
Even your Savior Jesus Christ never got married.
Who's Savior Jesus Christ? You don't
know. He didn't get to live long enough. They killed the man.
Okay, that's right.
Some also say that Jesus had a wife.
He and that and then that prostitute too that put oil.
That's what we don't know. So
I don't want to understand.
Yeah, but this one doesn't mind.
No, but I'm just saying that marriage is not. It's not meant for everybody. We all not going to be doctors or pilots. There are people who will not marry. Let's say, look at the Roman father. It is them to say that we are not getting married. So don't you think I can also say I don't want to be married, or I have to be a Roman father to say that.
So why do
And
men
then, you
ask
see,
that?
there is no time to that. I may decide to get married when I'm 60. I think that this is the time that I met somebody that I want to stay with.
I think it's okay for the men because it's like your sperm never has an expiry date.
Oh.
Hey.
But your ex at some point is going to free.
Yeah.
You get bothered about stories like that. Because I hear it all the time. Hey, you
see, it's because of where we come from. Can you tell me what you ex baby? I say that's why you get my no woman. We're in Africa. Like our job doesn't.
Like even when you talk about IVF, people are like, hey, Dr. Kasho wants to me with the natural way now. Why are you going to do IVF for? I'm like, people, what planet are we from? You know?
But I always said if I had enough money, I'd have probably done an IVF. Because I heard that the probability you get twins or triplets
I want a
is very
triplet
high.
straight. It's not here.
Yeah, you are my sister.
But what? Okay, but because you put that
I will do. You do. Yes, I will do.
You do lipo?
Yeah, I will.
What's stopping you now?
I don't have the babies yet. If I do it and I give birth, I'm still going to go back to the 40s. So let me clear them.
Okay.
And then
But how does your partner feel about that?
Have you seen my husband? Does he look like he cares?
Anyway, but, you see, because you asked about the marriage thing, so I'll be having a wedding very soon, so I invite you.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Is it okay to say that he's saying that because he knows that somebody's watching
And he's expecting him
and
to say that.
you know, maybe that's why he's saying that. Because, but the reason I talk about marriage is, you know, sometimes you're far away from your partner.
Yeah.
And even for those of you in relationships, and they're like, oh, send me something. Do you still believe that at this point you want to be sending your partner your body parts, you want to be having phone sex? I don't know how that feels like.
For my husband, I think I would.
You're not afraid that the phone might go missing?
I mean, I'd prefer we do a video call.
Yeah.
That one, I know that it's a video
but
call.
It ends.
It ends.
Yeah.
I'm not going to send you images, but then if we're having a video call, I definitely have seen your intestines or like, what are you hiding again? I will do a video call if I have traveled, but not send him. I won't send him the image.
What about sex, phone sex?
Why not?
How does that feel like?
You never did it? Don't do that.
No, on a more serious note, it's not something I feel reasonable about. Like, what will I be? Are we pretending that?
Yeah, I always used to fake it. I actually fake it all the time. All the time I was faking it.
It doesn't make sense to me because I know I'll be lying to myself. I'm not thinking anything.
Yeah, me too.
So what will I be doing? I'll be imagining that the thing is.
No, but I think that maybe you were thinking about it in the wrong way.
Yes.
So it's supposed to be sort yourself out, let me sort myself out.
Yeah, but let's communicate while doing it.
So me, I should be fingering myself.
Of course.
While you are, you know.
And then imagine I'm the one
and I was Yes, I think that's what you're talking about. So you sort yourself out. Let me sort myself out.
But imagine I'm the one doing it for you.
That's better.
Then,
and then you know the mind does a lot of things. Like a lot of men say that sometimes, like when they've been with their wives for too long and they're having sex with them, they imagine somebody
else.
Hey,
yeah.
That's what I don't know about.
But when they are not married, that's why. Men say that when they're having sex with their wives, like
you have to imagine
sometimes they don't even get a hard until they think about somebody else. So I mean, if your mind
mostly
that,
I think mostly it's their ex or somebody they
or their such or their younger spouse
or they don't marry a nice girl.
No, they marry nice girl, but it won't give them. It's not like what he give you.
So
what you be grateful, so you're acting like a jerk. Yeah, but it doesn't happen.
I think they all too jerk.
She deformed because of you.
Yeah.
Oh, why you know you're nice? Or who bear for amount? And then you know Africa, you can't have children and then take completely care of yourself. It's like your children have to come first as a woman. The men you're allowed to do everything, but the woman you have to let yourself go.
That's true.
And then after that, the man will come and say that, I mean.
But you come across like somebody whose partner tells them, actually, at this point, everybody now joncolizing make up bro. You'll be like, okay, go and come.
Really?
That's the way you're speaking like about it.
No, I mean, they won't tell their wives, but once they're having sex with their wives, I know somebody was confessing that, like, you have to imagine somebody else. And then
but for me, I think that I don't Saturday night you're not being with the right person. Then it's better.
No, but she's explained to you why it happens.
Sometimes it's not like he doesn't love her. He loves her, but then I mean, you need to be attracted to somebody physically. And I won't said sometimes you see we're always blaming women that oh I really need to baby I was so but we forget that no matter what you're a human being, you're going to get used to the person. So I won't know I'll use cologne and when I am lying in the bed with you.
And then you are coming from it.
So if you imagine that side chick because you don't see her on a regular, you never see her with her
so anytime you're coming, she's
fresh.
Prepared.
Because it's like she's married now and her husband is coming, she's going to clean, make up, wait for him, cross her legs.
No.
Emma.
So you see that whole passion and everything.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, you're allowed to interact with us. You can drop your messages out and have this conversation. Remember, like I keep asking, what do you want to know? We have a section where you're allowed to ask questions. And since I'm question already going to Abena Moet, I hope she's able to answer that. I saw it on that Agati Girls platform.
That's what
posted a message, and they wanted to know something about you. I'll go refer to it later, but you can also drop your messages.
I've also have a message that I have to read about.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
much. No, I don't mind.
Oh,
there's a session where all of them can ask questions about me, and I just feel that all those questions don't come to me. They ask themselves questions, and I just hope so. So get interactive with us, but remember that this is a Think Media production as well. And we are taking a break now. When we are back, we are moving on to the next topic. The next topic is, how do you save your partner's name? And when the relationship goes bad, how do you convert the name from whatever you change it? And what new name do you give them? We're back after the break.